The long, drawn-out drama between Trey Hendrickson and the Cincinnati Bengals is finally over, at least for now. After months of tension, holdouts, trade rumors, and frustration, the Pro Bowl pass rusher and the Bengals have agreed to a rework deal that will pay him $30 million for the 2025 season. That's a huge $14 million raise compared to what he was set to earn, and it puts him back in the conversation with some of the NFL's highest-paid defensive stars. So what exactly happened here? Let's break it down. Hendrickson joined Cincinnati back in 2021 as a free agent and immediately became the face of their pass rush. Over the last 2 years alone, he's racked up 35 sacks, including a league-best 17.5 just last season. Those are monster numbers, and naturally, he wanted to be paid like the top-tier defensive ends around the league. Guys like Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, and T.J. Watt, all of whom secured big extensions this year. Meanwhile, Hendrickson was still playing on a contract that didn't reflect his production. The Bengals weren't in a hurry to meet his demands. Instead, they focused on paying offensive weapons like Ja'Marr Chase and T. Higgins, while Hendrickson sat on the sidelines waiting for his turn. That led to months of frustration, a training camp holdout, a hold-in, and multiple reports that both sides were considering trade options. But with the season looming, the Bengals couldn't risk losing their best defensive player. Eventually, they caved, giving Hendrickson a raise that keeps him in stripes for at least one more year. Here's the catch. The deal expires after the 2025 season. That means Hendrickson will hit free agency at 31 years old unless the Bengals use the franchise tag. Age isn't on his side, but production talks, and if he continues to stack double-digit sack seasons, plenty of teams will happily take the risk and throw big money his way. For Cincinnati, though, this might be the final chapter with their star pass rusher. They've bought themselves one more season, but beyond that, it's anyone's guess. For the Bengals, bringing him back was absolutely essential. Their defense was one of the main reasons they missed the playoffs last year. Even with Hendrickson's 17.5 sacks, the unit was inconsistent and leaky. Without him, it would have been a disaster. New defensive coordinator Al Golden has been tasked with turning things around, and while there have been optimistic reports out of camp, the preseason didn't exactly back that up. Getting Hendrickson on the field changes the entire outlook. He's that much of a game changer. There are still a few question marks, though. Since Hendrickson has been holding out most of the summer, he hasn't had much time to practice or get into football shape. The Bengals, who already have a bad habit of starting slow under head coach Zach Taylor, probably wish this deal had been settled weeks ago. Now, they'll have to hope Hendrickson ramps up quickly once the regular season kicks off. Another wrinkle in all this is the presence of rookie first-round pick Shemar Stewart. The Bengals are banking on him to develop into a force off the edge, and pairing him with Hendrickson could give them the kind of dynamic pass-rushing duo they've been missing. If Stewart hits the ground running and Hendrickson keeps playing at his usual level, suddenly Cincinnati's defense could go from a liability to a strength in 2025. For Hendrickson,